What's up, y'all? This your boy Elijah Birch coming back at you yet with another video. Your life is made up of 4 F's. You got fall, facilitation, and fulfillment. The last one we'll get to later on. But your life is those compounds right there, okay? So your fall, your mishaps, your tragedies, the things that you went through, all the bad things that you went through, that's your fall. But they have prepared you to facilitate, okay? Prepared you to facilitate and to ascend to fulfilling your destiny, okay? Though that pain will get you to use your gifts and facilitate your God-given abilities and to put that pain to work. You facilitate it. And then that's going to take you, everything that you learn from your trials and tribulations, that's going to take you from facilitation to fulfilling your purpose and what you're supposed to do in your life, and to helping other people out, not just yourself. And you know, why did you go through all the things you went through? All I can say is Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of those who love him. All things work together for our good. And it's tough. And his ways are not our ways. So that means good things are blessings, and our heartbreaks and everything else negative under the sun, it worked together for our good. For the devil tries to stop us at every chance he gets. We're the vessels of God's purpose. So he's going to try to destroy us mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and everything else. But God, he takes that and he uses even the negative stuff in our lives to push us to a point and to get us to the point in position where we're still primed to do what we're born to do, to fulfill our destiny. Okay? See, take it for example, Joseph in the Bible, in Genesis chapter 37 all the way through chapter 50. Okay? It's a great story. Even though you don't know it, here you go. Joseph was sold into slavery because his brothers are jealous of him, right? He was sold into Egyptian slavery. He managed his position in slavery so well. He ascended and became the head slave of Potiphar, which is an Egyptian official. And then his wife, Potiphar's wife, tried to sleep with Joseph. Joseph wasn't doing that. He was righteous and he ran away from her, and she framed him. She said he tried to assault her, when it was really almost the opposite around. So Potiphar, believing his wife, threw him in jail, right? And was left, he was literally, the jail was a pit too. So he threw him in a pit. And then Joseph interpreted 2 men's dreams in jail. One was the Pharaoh's cupbearer, and the other one was his, the royalties baker, I believe, or just a random baker. He interpreted their dreams. One baker was supposed to, dreams meant he was supposed to die. Cupbearer, dreams meant he'll be back in the palace, right? So, boom, it all happened. He used his gift of interpreting dreams from God. He told the cupbearer that was released to go back up to the palace, he told the cupbearer that tell Pharaoh about my dreams, right? And the cupbearer said, yeah, I'll do it. And this is already 10 years in prison, okay? This is already 10 years he's rotted in prison. After he told the cupbearer to do that, the cupbearer forgot about him for another 2 years. For another 2 years. So all that pain, all that depression, and then to have hope. Your hope crushed. But then he still was faithful. And he managed the prison so well that the warden just let him do his thing and keep the other prisoners in line, right? So one day, the Pharaoh is having horrible dreams. And then all of a sudden, the cupbearer hears about that, and the cupbearer remembers Joseph. They bring Joseph up. Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams. And the dreams told him there will be a time of plenty and then a time of drought. And he interpreted the dreams so well after all of Pharaoh's, people tried to do it, but Joseph did it through God. He was named the second most powerful man in ancient Egypt. So he was one of the most powerful men in the world at that time. He went from the prison to the palace, and then he took advantage of the years of plenty and prepared Egypt for the drought, and they saved him through the drought. And he saved the other people from the drought in the surrounding areas because they had to come to them for bread and for goods to survive. So if Joseph was not placed in prison, he would have never saved Egypt. Because if he didn't go into Egyptian slavery, he wouldn't be in Egypt. So what the devil tried to do and kill him and kill his hope was used for God's purpose. Used for God's purpose. And then through Joseph, Moses came along. The Hebrews that we know from the stories came along. And then, boom, Jesus Christ. So everything that he went through, all the pain and suffering he went through, it was used for good. And it was used to save other people. So you being abused, you going bankrupt, you becoming homeless, you ended up at rehab, you dealing with certain anger, you dealing with a breakup, you dealing with a divorce, you dealing with you losing your job, has prepared you to use what God has given you through that pain and through what he has given you as a form of gifts. He has prepared you to be in that position so you can use those to fulfill what God has in store for on your life. But you just have to have the faith. That's the final F. You have to have the faith to not only fall, and then to use your fall, use your failures, use your trials. You have to have the faith to use those as facilitation. And then you have to facilitate your faith to fulfill your purpose and your destiny. Have the faith to do all of those. And when you do that, you're set. But just have the faith to go from the prison to your palace. Use everything you went through in prison, in your times of desperation, to ascend to the palace, y'all. Use it. Use it. You are not defeated because you're still here. You may have fallen, but you can get up. You're still alive. You could do it. You could do it. And I encourage you to use everything God has given you, the bad and the good. Because you can do it. That's why you're here. So you're the proof that you can do it. And use everything you went through, all the salt and the sugar, to cook something up good in your life so it can save other people's lives either through your story or direct contact. Because you can do it with going through the fall, facilitating the fulfillment, all through faith. You can do it, y'all. All right. Peace.